The first person that I want to give credit to and show some love to is head coach Matt LaFleur. In the Super Bowl era, there hasn't been a head coach that has had a better record than Matt LaFleur through 39 games in NFL history. Matt LaFleur has a 32-7 record since he's been the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. And again, that is the best record by a head coach in the Super Bowl era. Matt LaFleur called a sensational game Thursday night at State Farm Arena against the Arizona Cardinals. It was an outstanding game plan. He shortened the game up and he ran the football with Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. And I love the fact that he pretty much had Aaron Rodgers manage the game. This wasn't a game where you saw Aaron Rodgers dominate the game and throw for over 300 yards passing, 4 touchdowns like he's accustomed to doing. This was the game where we saw Aaron Rodgers pretty much game manage throughout the entire football game. And I love the fact that Matt LaFleur didn't throw the ball all over the yard. They dominated the game in the trenches. The Packers dominated the game at the line of scrimmage. And this is the second time this has happened this year. Because you remember, in week 3, going up against the San Francisco 49ers, the Packers also beat the 49ers at the line of scrimmage. And these are games in the past where the Packers have lost. And I'll admit, the Packers are one of those teams that play finesse football. That was what has been our Achilles heel in the past. When it's a finesse type of game, we usually win those type of games. When it is a street fight and the Packers have to get in the ring and battle it out with a team, they have come up short. But so far, in the third season since Matt LaFleur has been the head coach, in 2 games this year against teams that, are physical football teams, and it ain't a coincidence they are in the NFC West against the San Francisco 49ers in week 3, and then in week 8 against the Arizona Cardinals, the Green Bay Packers have dominated the line of scrimmage and physically imposed their will in these 2 games so far this season. And it's not the fact that the Packers won, it's how the Packers have beaten the Arizona Cardinals and the 49ers in week 3. But in this particular matchup, the Packers, they ran the football effectively with Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. They had 151 rushing yards on the night, and A.J. Dillon had 78 rushing yards, on 16 carries. Aaron Jones had 15 carries for 59 rushing yards, 1 touchdown. I thought Aaron Jones had 2 touchdowns on the night, but you saw they overturned a touchdown that would have given the Packers a 30-21 lead, and we would have kicked the extra point and went up 10 points and pretty much sealed the deal, but they overturned the call on the field for some reason because I thought that was a touchdown. This happened, before the Cardinals' last possession. If the Packers score right there, they go up 31-21, and they pretty much sealed the deal and secured their 7th consecutive win. But for some reason, the officials wanted to overturn the call. It didn't make any sense to me because the call on the field was a touchdown. So I thought that was a bad, overturn that on the field. It was supposed to be, it wasn't no conclusive evidence to overturn the call on the field, but they did. And so, again, it was just an impressive performance for the Packers all around. And I talked about it coming into the game, how the key was going to be for Aaron Jones to be involved in the offense. Coming into the game, the Arizona Cardinals, as great as they are, they have struggled at stopping the run. They're great at points given up per game. They're great as far as being able to rush the passer. But you can run the football against the Arizona Cardinals defense, and that's exactly what happened in this game. Aaron Rodgers only had 184 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 22 of 37 passing from the field overall. So the fact that the Green Bay Packers were able to run the football was something that impressed me.